Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble. What up, Zelda fans? Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
The podcast of the Windfish.
I'm your co-host, Pat.
And I'm your co-host, Ben.
On this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
You got that right. We're not experts, nor are we purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish.
And this season, we're playing Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch.
Okay.
You know him well.
So well.
He's finally back.
He's back.
To kick some tail.
So what? His coconut guns fire in spurts if he shoots ya. It's gonna
hurt. That's a game.
It's a great song.
Oh, man. I can clearly remember being at Ryan and Kyle Story's house in the basement.
Yep.
And playing the multiplayer version of that and just having so much fun.
Multiplayer in that game was great. I haven't played it, in a million years. But...
bananas, maybe?
It's nuts. Have you played it recently? Because I tried to play that game 10 years ago with a friend, and, it was all right.
I feel like I booted it up, and it felt pretty clunky.
Mm-hmm.
That's also how I felt about Banjo-Kazooie. Felt pretty clunky.
Sure.
And I just couldn't get past that.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I love Mario 64 so much, but I think that game still holds up. But... as listeners of this podcast have heard, I just played Banjo-Kazooie, and it was fun. It was great. It takes a while to get used to the clunkiness, but like the navigating the dungeon, the layers is difficult just because it's so boring. And I feel like Donkey Kong 64 has a lot of navigating clunky terrain.
Oh, okay.
Which not maybe I'll fire it up. It's not on the Switch yet, is it?
I don't know actually. I'm using my Switch right now to have DX running, so I can't check.
Yes, and I'm handcuffed to my microphone currently.
I mean, that's how we have to do it. Otherwise, you just get up and start roaming.
I just start walking around, talking to the wall. No mic skills. Got to keep the cuffs on me.
Every time I FaceTime with Patrick, I feel like he immediately gets up, puts on his bathrobe, and starts walking around his house.
I do it every time.
Every time.
I put up all my bathrobe over whatever I'm wearing. Today I'm wearing a Wario hat. I'm not wearing any Zelda gear, but I got the Wario baseball cap on.
I love it. It looks great.
I just played six golden coins, the Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy.
Nice.
And
yeah.
Spoilers. See, I said spoilers before.
I love it.
I said it. Wario is the main bad guy in that game. And that's when he's introduced. That's his introduction.
I played around with Wario Land 3 on the Switch.
Yeah, that's fun, right?
Yeah, very fun.
I found myself rewinding a lot, but...
So I had called Patrick and we were chit-chatting the other day, and I was letting him know that my buddy Danny and I had beaten GoldenEye. I was visiting him, and we decided to beat GoldenEye, and we were playing a bunch of GoldenEye multiplayer and then doing the single-player campaign. And I asked him, what level did you think we got stuck on the most? And, Patrick correctly guessed that it was the train level. And it was in the only part of the train level, it's where you have to use the laser watch to cut the vents. There are 20 individual brackets that you have to cut.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how we did it so well when we were younger, but we probably replayed the level 20 times, maybe, to get there.
Oh, right.
And I was what does Patrick say? What does Patrick say?
Did you save the state?
Did you save the state? We probably spent 45 minutes. And it's midnight, 12:30. I'm flying out the next day. He has to go to work, but we were just so bound and determined to beat this game that I eventually got it.
You're not used to having save
Whew.
states on a 64 game, I guess, you know?
No, but it was great. You excited about Breath of the Wild 2? We're recording this just about a month before it drops.
I'm very excited about Breath of the Wild 2. I'm kind of tying up all my loose ends with video games right now so that I'm ready to play it when it comes out. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to play it on the airplane to Sweden. That's my plan.
Amazing. You know, we're just a shout out to our patrons as always. We are using patron money to buy us both physical copies of the game, which is awesome. So thank you.
Thank you, patrons. And
Thank
anybody
you so
that's not a
much.
patron, if you want to join, you'll get a video. So you can see me wearing my Wario hat. A video
That's true.
stream of this podcast. Yeah, right now I'm playing Metroid Prime, right, which you lent me.
Yep.
Which is great. I mean, I beat that game a few times. The first time I ever played that game, I got to the final boss, and there's this move where the final boss sends out an energy wave, and you have to jump over it to avoid it. And I I remember it so well in my bones. So I jump over the energy circle, and in midair, I fire.
Okay.
And we're both down to our last bit of health.
Amazing.
And so if I get hit, I'm done. If they get hit, it's the end of the game. You know, it's anybody's game at that point. And in the next nanosecond, one of us is going to die. And the GameCube freezes.
Oh my God.
I kid you not. The GameCube freezes in that moment. And I didn't know what to do. I put the game down for like a week. I just couldn't.
Yeah, you have to.
I left it. You know, I woke up the next day, it was still frozen. I was just like, I'm so mad. And that was the first time, you know, the American Nintendo systems had used discs. And it was just like it was so frustrating. So it's really nice to play on a cartridge on my Switch, you know, knowing that a scratch in a disc isn't gonna make my game freeze.
Unless, of course, you accidentally almost brick your Switch as you're trying to set up to do a podcast for the first time in a month with your brother. I don't know who that may have just happened to. So I was so proud of myself. I'm off today. I did a really nice me day. I go out just before recording with Patrick to have a coffee date with Jenny. A little 30 minutes. She come and met me at a coffee shop near her office. I come back and I'd kind of set everything up, had gotten OBS ready, like everything was looking good. And I go and I press the power button on my Switch. It doesn't come on. I'm like, well, I'm using kind of one of those like third-party docks. And I'm like, all right, well, it's just, you know, who knows? It's just being like grumpy. So I go and get the actual proper case or proper dock. That doesn't work. So I got to call Patrick and I'm just trying everything. And I'm trying to reset it and it's just not working. And finally what I did is I sat down, I pulled out a stopwatch because it said to reset it, you have to hold the power button for 20 seconds, which I swear I was holding it for 20 seconds. And I'm like, no, I'm going to pull up a stopwatch and I'm going to start a stopwatch. And when it hits 5 seconds, I'm going to start holding it down. I'm going to let go at 25 seconds and really make sure I'm doing it for pretty much exactly 20 seconds. I did that. It cleared whatever, you know, caching issue was going on, whatever power cycling, yada, yada had to happen. It booted up and we were actually able to record. But we're recording almost an hour later than what we wanted to record. But that's okay. Wow.
So you just had to hold it down for 20 seconds. You know, I'm not surprised. You probably counted to 20 like this. 23, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20.
You're just so nervous. You know, and your counting's a bit off. So,
you know, I have a song that is 120 BPMs that I have memorized so I can count perfect seconds.
Sure.
So speaking of beating a second, we're gonna beat this game in a second
with Goopy the second.
With Goopy the second, we probably have 2 more.
We got 2
episodes left.
This is the penultimate one, baby. Should we jump in?
Ben is back on the sticks. Let's get it.
I got him right here,
and we're off.
Oh, here we go. All right. We got the boomerang equipped. We got the hook shot.
Gotta love that boomerang.
Equipped.
Yep.
I know. It just annihilates everything. And we're going in.
All right. Level 8. Turtle Rock.
Right.
So this dungeon is very red, which matches us because we have the red tunic on. And Ben immediately makes light work of this bat creature, which is notoriously difficult to beat because every time that you approach it, it runs away. But this boomerang just annihilated this thing. I mean, I can't.
I didn't expect that, actually.
I know, you
thought he
can
was
hear
gonna run
Ben
away,
like laugh. So now Ben comes up to this room that has seemingly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paths, but that are all kind of blocked by this lava tar. And Ben pushes this tile with an eye on it, and then he kind of directs the movable tile around the room. And so now he has his choice of where to go, and he's just there in the middle of the room thinking about which place he's gonna walk to. We don't have a map yet. Ben, how familiar are you with this dungeon?
Not very.
Okay, so he chooses the stairs, and he's chosen incorrectly because he comes up and he's under, he's on the side scroll, and there are some Goombas trapped in ice. Brr, this is a block of solid ice. So clearly we can't go beyond that, and we're no longer going to be able to go back into that room, so Ben has to go south instead. Do a room with a lot of pots, and
both doors
Ka-chunk.
are closed.
So we're guessing that we need to either throw a pot at a door or find a switch. Something is going to have to let us through one of these doors. And Ben's picking up the pots, avoiding the baddies. What are those things called? Fuzzy zaps.
Bubbles.
Which cling to the walls or the pots. I love picking up a pot right when a bubble is on it, and then it just kind of hovers there. So Ben finds a switch. And
It was the last pot.
Last pot in the room. And he comes into a room with some of those creepy mimicking enemies. Oh, those things are so creepy that every step Ben takes, they also take a step.
All right, so we got a stair in this one. Oh, we have another underground layer.
Some Goombas, some bubbles. Gotta love the music down here.
Like we're just like, oh yeah, just Goombas,
Ben's hopping around. Oh,
Speed strats failed me there.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get in this ladder and be sneaky about it, but that's not how it went. Okay, so now we're in a room with a Beamos and an owl statue. And so we're going to get out our reflector shield.
Oh, right. We got the reflector shield now.
And our sword.
You gotta have the sword.
I was trying to go swordless.
You're trying to go swordless. It's fun to try to go swordless, I enjoy going swordless sometimes. Sword! I was talking to a coworker the other day, and she was talking about how her husband's always saying sword. Oh! What up, little guy?
We've seen this
Yeah,
before,
so
right?
this enemy likes to pick up a ball and throw it at you, and he has a little antenna on his head. He's got one eye. He's real cute. His name's Smasher. And so he throws it, and then you have to go pick it up and throw it at him. But Ben's getting his butt handed to him a little bit. He's a quick little guy.
He's a quick little
And
guy.
Ben is
There we go.
rewarded with a fairy. And boom, 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 boom. Smasher blows up.
All right, left or down, Patrick.
Ben's going left here, just for no reason at all, really. And he finds himself...
We have one of these platforming areas where you kind of have to use this land builder, I'm going to call it, to create a
So,
map.
Ben, try again. You're going to want to fill in the whole room, I think. Yeah, so you could just use this to walk across, but I'm pretty sure in this room you want to fill in the entire negative space with land using the tile to kind of draw it on. And if you do so, you are rewarded with a key. Some slimes pop up.
Correct.
So now Ben has a key.
So I think if I keep going to the left and exit this room, I'm not going to be able to get back because the hit is going to reappear. So I'm actually going to go back to the Smasher room and head south. Head down.
And there's a bunch of
We
ropes.
got ropes.
Ropes. That's what.
Is this the first dungeon that
I don't
ropes
think
were in?
so. I think we saw ropes in a previous dungeon. But oh no, yes, it is
we
the
found a stone
first
beak.
dungeon that we see ropes in.
Yeah, I
You know what
thought
you're
so.
talking about.
All
I
right.
just remember them from the other games.
Look. So we have fireballs coming up from the lava.
Oh yeah, so Mario.
More
so
Mario.
They don't appear in Spirit Tracks. Despite appearing in the prequel, the whip resembles them. So the ropes appear in 7, 8 Zelda games. They're all over the place.
Yeah. All right, so we're back near kind of where everything started.
Not quite back to the Vire, which is the first time we've seen a Vire in this game as well. You might remember a Vire from The Legend of Zelda, but that's the first time that we've seen it in this game, which is the bat with 4 eyes that we saw in the initial. Oh, Ben, you finding walls to bomb through, making your life a little easier. Ben's accessing a treasure chest right now by pushing some stuff around. He's trying to go swordless. He's jumping and planting bombs. We got a map! We got a map! The Vire also appears in The Wand of Gamelon.
That classic.
Which everybody was trying to bully us into playing when we first started this podcast.
I know. All right, so it feels like that was kind of what this whole route was for.
The map.
Because I'm not finding.
So Ben's in a room with some blocks
I actually think-
blocking him, and he came up through the floor, so he is equipping the ocarina.
Actually, no, I'm reverting. So instead, I'm now going to go back to where I had filled in the giant gap, and now I'm actually going to cross there. It seems like that's
going. Oh,
I
fireball! Hit by a fireball. You know, I was just playing Mario 3 on Game Boy Advance on the Switch, right? And there's a bunch of added levels that seem like Mario Maker levels, which are really fun, and just kind of reminded me of there being fireballs in a Zelda game. Smasher's back.
Oh, he's back.
Smasher's
back.
for the smash attack. So Ben's, he's doing his thing. He's doing pretty well. Smasher.
I now get how to kill him.
Smasher only took.
Takes four solid hits.
He's got to stay on the ball.
So,
literally.
All right, so we're just gonna make the land bridge this time.
Yeah, no need to fill in all the space. Although I would, as I'm sure you could imagine.
Of course.
So Ben has a treasure chest. Nope.
Oh.
It's a slime. Got him.
All right, so we are back in the room that we started this whole journey in. So that actually was a pretty good use of time. So we kill the Vire again by just throwing the boomerang.
The Vire
again is ridiculous if you've ever played this game before.
It's such a difficult enemy to defeat if you don't have the boomerang, I guess.
So in this room we had a Beamos, we had some ropes.
Ben's gonna push some blocks to see if anything happens. Doesn't seem like there's anything else for him in this room, so he's gonna proceed north. And here we go.
We got a blue Hinox.
And Ben is.
Wow, the boomerang just.
It feels
like cheating.
I guess I don't use the boomerang when I play this game very much because I never want to give my shovel up. I get attached to it. But Ben just defeated that Hinox immediately with this boomerang. Have you ever played with a boomerang in real life?
It never works like how I want it to work, but that's really user error and not really.
Have you seen somebody use a boomerang effectively?
I have not.
Me neither. Speaking of boomerangs, is that Beetle throwing boomerangs over there? What's going on, Beetle?
So apparently Beetle isn't good at boomerangs either.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to sell them.
All right, so I used the land builder, and we can go up or down, so I'm going to go down.
Cool.
We got some more booblés in the house, so, I guess I shouldn't have gotten the heart until after
Yeah, you had full
I
hearts.
got what's in this chest. I know. Well, we're getting more roops, and if I remember correctly, roops aren't the most important thing in this stage of the game. Oh, wow, they're bringing back everybody.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of mini bosses in here. So, this is.
This was, I think.
Oh, geez, you already beat him.
I mean, that's the offensive power up with the red tunic and the level 2 sword.
Dang. So, Rolling Bones is a mini boss that rolls a spiked bar across the room, and you have to jump over it and slice him. Ben, I wanted to take one slice. Right now, Ben's getting sucked into the corner.
Oh.
What happened?
That was well, I thought you could dash into those dudes that suck you into a corner.
Yeah.
And you cannot. And in fact, if you do, they take you back to the start.
Wow. I looked away for 2 seconds, and you were back.
Oh wow,
in the
Hinox
start.
is back.
Yeah,
everybody.
You gotta beat these enemies every time. They respawn in this dungeon, which if you didn't have the tunic and the boomerang makes this dungeon a very difficult dungeon.
But instead, we're just wrecking everybody.
I know.
All right, so we're gonna try this again.
Up in here like a
bridge is
Miley
built.
Cyrus.
Get on my wrecking ball. Take people out.
Take them out.
Here we go. We're back right.
All right.
Wow, it's one hit with the boomerang.
One hit with the boomerang.
Dang. All right, so we're going to be a bit more coy about this time.
Yeah, I had no idea that took you back to the very beginning. That's pretty wild. So Ben's trying to get this treasure chest in this room and trying to avoid getting sucked back to the beginning.
Oh, it was just the compass.
All for the compass.
I don't need any direction in my life. I'm good with who I am.
Right? Take your direction and put it in your direction. No direction. Do you have a compass? Do you own a compass?
I mean, on my phone, I own a compass.
What happens if your phone dies and you're out in the wilderness? Okay, so that time we actually got to see the Vire split into 2 keys. And then we got a key.
You got a key. Okay, and this, according to the map, this dead ends here, so we're just going to head on back to the land bridge that I built.
Heading on up back to the land bridge that I built.
Heading on back to the land bridge.
And it's gone, but Ben can just push a block out of the way and proceed north from this room. Now, this room is dark, and there's a piece of power that Ben's going to get. Nah.
Ben's not going to get.
So there's 2 braziers that are behind barriers that Ben can't reach. You can't throw the powder that far. Now, we've also seen... And Ben's trying to use bombs to light the braziers. It's not working. We've also seen ice in this dungeon. So, if you haven't guessed already, I think that we have some clues as to what the item is going to be in this completely red dungeon covered with lava that seems to have obstacles that
liquid hot magma.
Oh, Austin Powers.
Shout out to the Austin Danger Powers podcast, which a buddy of mine named Kev and Mackenzie do.
It's a whole podcast about Austin Powers?
It started that way, and like all great podcasts, it manifests into something entirely different.
When are we going to manifest into something entirely different?
I don't know. All right, well, I chose poorly.
Yeah, you chose poorly. Ben's back
As
in
the
this
Grill
room
Knight
where
said.
there's that thing that makes the land happen, and you got to go up the thing. And
So we're going to use the ocarina, and we are going to head back to the beginning. Oh, wait. How does it work in this game?
you got to, it's a different one.
Okay.
It's not, remember, Marin's song brings things to life.
There are 2 songs that bring things to life, then.
Oh, no.
No, what does Marin's song do? Marin's song just kind of gets everybody hyped.
Yeah, Marin's song.
She dropped that beat!
DJ Marin saved my life tonight. Have you gone right yet?
I did. Yeah, that's where the map was. I came from the other direction though. So there's a lock thing right up here that I saw when I went the wrong way.
You're gonna use a key.
Boop boop. There we go. Key used.
Oh, I know a secret. I want to tell you. We'll let the dungeon play out naturally instead of me giving away something that you can do that's really fun.
So I have a key.
Uh-huh.
And I'm up against a locked door.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if I should. I'm gonna go the other way.
Oh, he's not gonna spend the key. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Spend
because
the
I
key?
think I can get I've done part of that section over there, and just kind of seems like
Right.
I don't know. Oh, you can't, man. Boop, boop.
Yeah, the little flower spinny things.
Oh well, we're not going that way.
Oh, I want to tell you a secret. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna let it play out. What?
All right. Well, liquid hot magma doesn't make bombs explode. Oh. You have to wait till they're kind of flashing. Oh. Huh. Interesting. I was trying to just test the wall to see if I could get something to blow up. So I do have to head to the right through this locked door and use my precious key. So we are doing that.
So goes. Sometimes you got to use
All
the
right,
key.
so we have a couple options here. So we have a one-way door, and we have a staircase going up. So I think we're actually going to take the staircase going up, because once again, once you go through the one-way door, well, as the name implies, it's a one-way door.
Then smashes all the pots, avoids the sling blades, and destroys the skeleton.
We get to use the grappling hook here.
Mm-hmm.
Grappling hook? Grapple hook?
Grapple hook?
Grappling.
Grapple hook? Grapple hook.
Oop.
You're going to have to put that roc's feather on. Again, a lot of this game is switching between items in the start menu.
All right, so we're now up at the top of the dungeon.
And they give you a lot of fun stuff here. You're
But-
rewarded. Can you bomb any of the walls in this room? It seems like there's nowhere to go in this room, but there were a lot of goodies just floating there in midair.
And there's a treasure chest that's half a level up.
Yeah, but we can't reach it, so it's kind of a tease of a room. But it's good to remember that this is here in case we need to come back to get more stuff. Blip, blip. Stomping on a
Alright,
Goomba.
so we're going back over the lava pit with the fireballs. And now we're going to go through the one-way door. Well, in this room, there were some slimes, and there's also some bombs to break. So we're going to go ahead and just break all these bombs. Sorry, there are some blocks to break with bombs.
Try bombing the left wall, too.
Oh, yeah, look, it looks like an arrow, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely looks like an arrow now that all the cracked
Bomb the
blocks.
right way, too, so... yeah, this all looks good. So there's also a owl statue in here, so we're gonna see what this owl boy has to tell us.
What you got to say?
To defeat the monsters who hold the key, attack them from a higher place.
The high ground. You know, that's why Darth Vader exists.
Because of the high
Because of the
ground?
high ground. He had the high ground.
Huh? This rock has a key in it. You should come back with a key.
How'd you like the Obi-Wan series?
I thought it was just fine.
You're watching The Mandalorian right now?
I have not had time to do that. I think listeners at home might not know this, but I'm finishing grad school on August 1st. And so I have a very specific set of things that I kind of do every week.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, watching The Mandalorian is not in that list of things. Ooh, we got some gibdas.
Yeah, here we go. We got some gibdas.
2,
And
3. They take 3 hits. The boom
that's
arrow,
just
right? All right, so we got a key. So I could go back to where that keyhole block was. But there's a treasure chest in the next room. So let's go check that out.
go check it out.
Oh, we got the dongo worms.
Yeah, you gotta feed him bombs. So this is the first time we've seen Gibdos.
No, you saw him in the one you just did.
What?
In Eagle Rock Tower, yeah.
Then why does ZeldaDungeon.net tell me that this is a new enemy in this section?
Huh. I mean, I could definitely be wrong.
ZeldaDungeon.net could definitely be wrong. Hey, listeners, let us know who's wrong. Ben or ZeldaDungeon.net?
All right, so we have an interesting situation here. We have a locked door right in front of me.
Directly in front of us.
Directly in front of me, and there's a keyhole locked door back behind me. I'm not sure. Oh, we can get that.
And now we can get the treasure chest that was a half a level above us. But it's going to make us go all the way back around. Actually, if you get that treasure chest and then jump into the fire, maybe it'll let you respawn at the...
Ooh, yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Okay.
It's just...
We found some secret medicine.
Medicine. So jump into the fire and...
Very smart.
Yes, now we don't have to backtrack.
All right, Patrick, you're producer Pat. Which way do I go?
Pat.
Do I go backwards or do I go left here?
Wait, go back. Let me see what's in that previous room before I make this.
Well, I don't know how to get to that treasure chest yet, but like looping back around.
Just go forward.
There. Go for it. All right.
All right, and we are in the room with the monster, the big baddie door, but we can't access that door because it is is surrounded by lava, and there's a staircase going down. So we know that we're going to ascend a staircase in order to.
And I am trying to bomb
bad guy.
everything right now. So
Ben's bombing it all, and why not? So we got a couple ropes, and we got a Vire, which Ben just annihilates immediately. There's a staircase going up and outside, it looks like. Which
look at this.
Ben is gonna get in a second, but first he's opening a treasure chest to get some rupees, which he's not very excited about. Because again, like,
Oh, I want something.
you're not gonna go outside?
I will. I'm just trying to see what's going on in this room.
So in this room, there's some blocks with some bubbles, and it looks like you got to push one of these blocks in order to fill in a space, and perhaps then we'll get a key or something, but maybe that's not what we're supposed to do. Maybe we should read the owl statue, and it'll tell us what to do.
If the statue looks strange, shoot it with a bow.
Very...
I like how it's not even like a riddle.
Yeah,
It's
no.
Like, hey,
it's-
in this room, shoot this thing in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of guesswork
We're not
here.
even being.
So we
clever
shoot
anymore.
this stone statue in the one eye it has, and we get a key. Now we're in a room with a Beamos and a treasure chest that you have to push 2 blocks to reveal. And Ben's trying to avoid the Beamos, and he gets
Got another key?
All right, so
So we're really loaded up on keys
we
right
are
now.
loaded up on keys, and Ben's going to continue south and then double back so that he can go to the staircase that leads him outside, and then
Reset. I needed to reset the blocks
Correct.
in the puzzle room so I could get around them.
sometimes you got to leave a room
Sorry, was there anything down
just
here?
to come back in. There's a bunch of stuff floating around. You can get some.
They give you a lot of stuff in this game or in this. dungeon.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
there's a
like,
lot of.
We're getting you ready in case you didn't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of mini bosses. You know.
Oh,
So here's a
we're actually outside.
piece of heart,
Sorry, I just walked the wrong way.
and there's a bird.
You got a piece of heart. Hey, that filled in a heart.
Yeah. You know, I always feel bad.
You know, it's
when
kind of crazy. So we're gonna get a full piece of heart in this dungeon.
Uh-huh.
There's only 4 more mini pieces of heart remaining.
Wow.
Oh, and we have a warp.
Yes. So they give you a warp point here. I guess it's so that you can leave, get some items, and come back.
It must be like if you like needed to like get some stuff.
Because this is a really tough dungeon if you don't have a tunic and a boomerang.
Yeah, I mean we're almost as tricked out as you could possibly be at this point. The only thing we don't have, I think there are 4 pieces of heart that we could have that we don't have.
Correct,
and that's it. We literally have everything.
Yeah,
else.
we even have a bunch of potion. So we're just like good to go.
Oh, I have to rebeat these guys.
Yeah, you have to. So we're in a room with the bomb-eating worms, and you have to throw bombs from the top level. And this is the thing where it said, defeat the enemies from above. And Ben's doing a really good job. It's kind of fun. You just gotta.
The nice thing is that bombs in this game like don't blow up in your hands.
Oh, they don't blow up at all in your hand? That's awesome.
No, so you're really just waiting for a good opening here.
For sure.
And so you don't have to be like clever about it. When they're right next to the wall, you can just throw them right into their mouths.
Right into their mouths.
Oh.
And now one's just kind of lingering in the corner. Ben's got, one bomb left?
Oh, what?
Oh, man.
I have 11. Yeah, that would
No, I mean one,
Oh.
You only have to land one more.
Yeah. This one, bounced right by his face.
Ben's, the first 5 were so easy for him. And now he's really struggling. And we got another key.
We got another small key. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here because there was a lock on a block.
Lock on a block on a buck in the middle of the boo. You know that song?
Totally. You just made it up. I think you're going platinum.
Going platinum. All right, and here we are in a room with 2 braziers that Ben will equip the powder and lights and see what happens.
Blue?
There's also in this room a staircase on a different platform with a lock block in front of it. And it doesn't seem like lighting these braziers did anything in this room. So there's another room with 2 braziers and a couple ropes and one of those flower things that spins around. And Ben's trying to kill the flower thing. You have to wait until it's landed. Yeah. And he got it. The door opened back up. He's going to light both the braziers, see if that does anything. And then he can proceed up and unlock that block. Ben thinks that if he lights all 4 braziers in the 2 rooms, no. I think it's just tricking you.
They're just braziers.
Yeah. So, Ben can now use his grapple hook.
Baby.
Hook shot, grapple hook, grappling hook. Who knows what it's called? We're not experts. Ooh.
So we're in a sideways dungeon section. We have some fireballs. We got a moving platform. We have a piece of wood in the middle.
On a chain.
That we have to jump over.
Yep. Up in the stakes, a little Mario, a little Mario.
Oh, no.
So Ben got all the way here just to find that he had to hit a switch.
I haven't seen one, though. Have you?
No, we haven't come across the switch in this level yet. So there's clearly, it looks like the item's going to be up there. It's like a pretty hard to get.
Okay, it must be down in the bottom right. There looks like there are some rooms that I didn't go to, so. Oh, we got this punk again.
So this is our little boxing friend. And he bad. Ben's busting out the sword. So you gotta kind of dodge. He strikes, and then when he strikes, you hit him. His name is Blano. And Ben got knocked out and is now back in the beginning of the dungeon and takes out the Vire.
Okay, so we kind of need to go back into this room that had the initial moving platform, and it looks like I can go to the right. So we're going to do that. And the question is, do I go up here or down here?
Did you watch that Korean series about torture games?
Oh yeah, what was that called again?
Well, Squid Game.
Squid Game. Yeah.
If they do a sequel, they have to do all the red tiles are lava, and have them actually be lava.
That'd be so
Right?
funny. All right, so I chose poorly again. So we're going to unchoose poorly and
Re-choose unpoorly.
I had to go either right or left. Or sorry, I had to either take the top path or the bottom path, and I chose the path more traveled and went down, and that was incorrect. So I guess I'm not a true gamer.
Well, you know,
Oh, wait.
we're pretty practiced gamers, but we're not experts or purists. Ben's kind of walking in circles right now.
Okay.
This is a tough dungeon. I think that the difficulty in this game just really spikes in the past two dungeons. Because, again, it's hard for me to tell because I've played it so many times, but it just feels like the beginning of the game is pretty straightforward. Oh, speaking of which, I'd lent out my copy of the remake to one of my band members, and I'm about to go on tour, and I'm gonna need that back. I'm gonna need him to finish that. He's had it for 4 months.
You calling him out on the podcast?
I'm calling him out
right
on the podcast. Senpai, beat the game.
here? What are you doing with your life, huh?
Yeah, what are you,
Can't just be
gigging constantly, trying to be a full-time working musician,
We don't support that around here.
barely sleeping, taking gig after gig, driving a car full of gear to Florida? Well, he's going to have half that. So, again, we are in this dungeon. Do we have any keys left? It looks like we have 3 treasure chests left. There are 3 rooms that we haven't been in. And Ben needs to find the switch, the crystal switch, that will allow him to access the weapon in this dungeon. Now he's like, where haven't I been? Where haven't I been? I don't know. So we're just kind of wander around for a second. Oh my gosh, Ben, I had this crazy dream after you told me that you had a dream that you were gonna die or that you died.
Oh, yeah.
I had this dream that things were weird. You and I were like in an action sequence
Amazing.
after watching all the John Wick movies in a row. My dreams have been very violent.
That'll happen to you. That'll happen.
Yeah. And I was like, this is so bizarre. You know, what's going on? And you were like, oh, we're dead.
Seems about right.
And I was like, I don't think that we're dead, bro. And you're like, no, we died. You were just so like casual. And you were in my dream last night too. And you were talking about how you couldn't take some medicine because you gave your kidney away. And I was like, but how are you supposed to, you were sick or something. I was like, how are you supposed to heal? And you're like, I'll figure it out. Again, I'll give some advice for anybody who wants to lucid dream. You want to fly in your dreams. Start a dream journal. What you do is you put your phone in the other room and you use an alarm clock. Instead of using your phone, you use an actual alarm clock. And when you wake up in the morning, instead of opening up your phone, popping open Instagram, doing what you usually do, you pick up your pen and your notebook and you write down key elements from your dream while saying out loud what happened in your dream. Now, after, a couple weeks of doing this, you're going to get into the habit of just kind of remembering what happened in your dreams. And from there, you can start to really get a grip on what's going on in reality versus what's going on in your dream space. Now, look back through that notebook and see elements that continually show up, like your grandparents' house that, hasn't stood for 15 years. Or, again, one of my tells is a lot of Mega Man games that are not actually released to the public. Ben has found the switch.
I found the switch. Well, ZeldaDungeon.net led me to the switch, to be clear.
And then, eventually you'll be in a dream and be like, why are all of these Mega Man games at this thrift store. It's too good to be true. I'm dreaming. And you'll start to get a little inkling that maybe you're in a dream.
But if it's lucid dreaming, then what you could do is you could play all those Mega Man games, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've played some incredible unreleased Mega Man Metroid crossover games in my dreams. They're like so cool. Imagine being Mega Man X, but with the spin attack.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
I was doing that just last week. It's funny how people don't believe you when you say that some crazy thing happened in your dream. You know, people are like, I don't believe that for a second.
We got to make them believers, Patrick.
Ben, if you use the arrow and the bomb, maybe you can blow up that wall. Try to do them both at once. Can you do that in this game? There you go.
Oh, cool.
That's what I wanted to tell you earlier, but I did not. So there's a part of the wall where, you know, you're not really supposed to bomb it from the south, but Ben's been up in the northern room, so I told him how to do it. Ben, do you think that people have clairvoyant dreams? Do you believe that people can tell the future with their dreams?
I mean, how often do you have something where, you know, you've been like, I've been here before, but you haven't been here before, and the only thing that would make sense is if you were in a dream.
Mm-hmm. Or if we're living in a
simulation.
Correct. Okay, so here we go. Ben is going to face off with his sworn enemy that sent him back to the beginning. He's in a boxing match with Blano. So here we go. Don't get hit, Ben. And yeah, he says I'm trying real hard. So he dodges. He swings. He misses. So Ben is dodging and weaving and bobbing and scheming. And
okay, he took 2 hits.
He took 2 hits. Oof, that was a toughie. And this is the actual mini-boss in this dungeon, as indicated by the warp point that we are now given. So Ben opens up.
You've got the magic rad. Now you can burn things. Burn it. Burn, baby, burn.
That's always so fun to read. So I am somewhat skeptical, but I'm also, you know, I'm about it. Ben can bust out that rod if he wants to make light work of this Vire, but he's just been doing it anyway with his boomerang.
I am hopping into a couple places where there were ice blocks in our way. So that's what I am working towards now.
Ben's gonna burn these ice blocks in a little side-scrolly underground thing. Casualties, Goombas. Now, here's some ice blocks that you want to jump and burn because you want to stand on them to get to the next spot.
Sneaky like
and now we are in a zone that we haven't been able to access before. Ben opens. Oh, we don't have a key. All right. Got to go find a key. This dungeon's tricky. So my thing about clairvoyant dreams is imagination is an incredible thing. And it works off of reality, right? So you take what you know and you apply it to what could possibly be. Now, when you're imagining things in, you know, your waking life or your dreams, there's a chance that what you're making up... Okay, so now Ben's in a room with braziers that he wasn't able to access before, and he lights both of them, gets a chest, and gets a key. So now he's going to backtrack to that room where he found an unlockable door. Now, like, what are the odds that nobody would ever have a clairvoyant or have a vision, a guess that then becomes true? Just like the odd, like the statistical odds. So let's say, you know, you are worried about the press conference you have to give tomorrow. You know, there's probably a few thousand ways that press conference could go. So if you have a few thousand of those moments every lifetime, maybe you'll get it right every now and then. Okay, so now we are in a room with the enemy that scoots around in a circle, and you have to zap it from behind.
And again, you can just chill in a corner, facing the corner, and
Cue ball is not a difficult enemy. I bet that the magic rod would take cue ball out even quicker. Cue ball is like kind of a squid-looking thing, but with a cue ball back instead of tentacles.
you took 2 hits with the swords.
And that's it. So, not to take the magic away from fortune telling, but I just feel like, ooh, we got another one of these fill in the land with the moving tile things. And Ben is doing his darndest to try to get it in his first go, and it looks like he's doing pretty well. Looks like he's doing pretty well. And he got it. Incredible. He opens up the chest to get the nightmares
key. All right.
All right, and now we just have to navigate to the nightmare lair.
And so there was one more place where we found there was a set of stairs going to like an ice block. I'm just trying to remember. I think it was back here. So we're back outside. Because Ben thinks that's where it is.
So Ben is now getting pretty close to where it is. I think you want to go.
I could use help.
So go left.
Okay.
I believe. And
Oops. Wow.
jump over the lava and head right 2 screens. I don't know, bro. So
You said go left with such authority. I was like, oh, he obviously is taking.
I know. I didn't know what was going on. But again, not to take the magic out of clairvoyant visions, but there is something cool about estimation.
Oh, I know where it is.
You know?
It's right below me. I'm pretty sure.
That's a one-way door,
There's a
though.
set of, yeah, there's a set of stairs down there, though.
Cool. Have you ever predicted the future, Ben?
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I mean, that's kind of like, you're talking about like clairvoyancy. Those are kind of wrapped together, I feel like, right?
Well, yeah.
Oops.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I had some deja vu the other day. Okay, now where you are, Ben, if you go 2 screens
right.
to the right, push blocks into the lava, jump over the gap, head right 2 screens. I'm just like reading this off the internet. Where you going?
Am I supposed to go that way?
Okay, so if you go back, jump over the gap and head right.
I think I want to go back to the starting room.
And push the lone block to the lava. Jump over the lava
here we
to
go.
the right
Yeah, here we go.
and push the adjacent
It's
block
that
into
set
the
of stairs
lava.
right there.
Yeah. And now we're in a room with a bunch of ice. And it's cool. You have to like kind of navigate what you're going to burn, because if you burn the stuff on the bottom, then you're not going to be able to make the jump. Yeah, what do you do here? Do you know? It's a tricky puzzle. It's a tricky puzzle.
Well, because it burns through everything.
Right. Exactly. So what you want to do is stand on the left of those 2 columns that you're on and burn down.
Okay. And then I'm going to fall.
And then you're going to fall. At least this is how I do it. Then go back around and go back up.
Okay.
And now this time burn, you're gonna have to jump and time it so that you burn that. Yep. And you got over. And so then this one's fun too. So do you know how to do this one?
Nah.
So this is a stack of ice. You want to burn the bottom layer. And then burn the second column. Nope, go back down. And burn
Sneaky.
up. Yep, and now you can cross. Pretty fun, right?
Very fun.
All right,
And
we're
here we
gonna
go.
enter the boss.
Crackle, Roosh, you're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens.
All right,
So we got this guy jumping out of the lava.
This is
And we're
Hothead,
just-
and for some reason the magic rod, which shoots fire, damages Hothead. He jumps in and out of the lava. Its only attack is a splash of fire. It'll mess you up if you get hit. It'll take 4 hearts if you have the original tunic.
Crackle, why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream.
Oh, it thinks we're in the dream with it. Hothead's head is not so hot anymore. In fact, Hothead is hot dead.
We got a piece of heart. And here we go.
Nice.
You've got the thunder drum.
Play that drum. Yeah.
Egg. The egg on the mountain calls. Well, Patrick, I know the egg's calling, but so's our mom, and we gotta go.
Oh, no.
That's it for this
Gotta
week's
go.
episode. Oh.
Hyrule Podcasters.
Thanks, everybody. Catch you in 2 weeks. The finale.
Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
Podcast of the Windfish.
An Odd Conduit Media production.
If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you want to play along, you can now find Link's Awakening DX via the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack. You can also play on the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color, and the 3DS via the Virtual Console. And while there are differences, the Link's Awakening HD remake for the Switch is a great way to play along too.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you happen to listen.
And action!
All right, so we're going to have to take a quick break because I picked the wrong Zoom meeting to host this, and we're getting kicked out after 50 minutes. But we'll be right back. There won't be an ad.
Well, why don't we just... Hey, is that...
Odd Conduit Media.